Good morning. Welcome to Sunday morning. And welcome to another One Mind meditation. On a Sunday morning, our meditation is always a much quieter one. I'll talk a lot less and give you a lot more space to just be in your own silence, and we can sit in silence together. Our teacher for this week has been Louise Hay, and so today is the last day of thoughts from Louise Hay. But just before I get to her thoughts, here's a little bit of insight to our subconscious mind and what our subconscious does, and how meditation can play a role in helping you reorganize your subconscious. So here are a few thoughts for you to mull over. Our subconscious holds what I like to call a recording of the past. For the most part, this is our truth, because these are the things that, in fact, we lived through. Hey, Sunmari, good morning, good to see you. Mari, good morning, happy Sunday, awesome seeing you. Pat, good morning. Happy Sunday to you too. So our subconscious holds a recording of the past, and it makes sense that for our bodies, especially for our subconscious mind, if we don't really sit and think and analyze these things, that recording of the past would be our truth. Because, in fact, these are the things that we lived through. These are the things that happened to us. Anthony, good morning. Good to see you, man. In this recording, you have a view of you that is based not necessarily on truth, but on the thoughts and opinions that you recorded from the people around you as you grew up. So that recording contains a way that you see yourself. It might not be that the way you see yourself is at all true, but it's in the recording, so it feels really true. If you were raised with the belief that you are ugly, for instance, then your subconscious will highlight and show you all the words, facial expressions, or body language of the people around you that support this belief. It will find the proof for what you believe. Likewise, if you were raised with the belief that you are smart, then the same algorithm will find proof of your smartness in the behavior and responses of the people around you. This is called confirmation bias. And to some extent, we are all influenced by it. This is not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just one of the many tools that we come pre-programmed with to help us deal with the overwhelming amount of information that our brain has to process every second. Here's an idea of what comes your brain's way from moment to moment. The subconscious mind can process 11 million bits of information every second. But our conscious minds can handle only 40 to 50 bits of information a second. Our subconscious mind is faster than the fastest computer. But the reason why it is, it comes pre-programmed with things like, there's a recording of the past, my subconscious mind believes it's true, and it's got tools to use that recording as if it's truth. Estelle, a very good morning. Good to see you and happy Sunday. So matching proof to already established beliefs is simply an efficient way of sorting through data that helps us stay alive. So Louise Hay obviously doesn't speak specifically about that, but here's what she says that connects very well to that. She says we learn our belief systems as very little children, and then we move through life creating experiences to match our beliefs, which is just really saying the same thing. She says, we forget that we create the situations, then we give our power away by blaming the other person for our frustration. No person, no place, and no thing has any power over us, for we are the only thinkers in our mind. We create our experiences, our reality, and everyone in it. When we create peace and harmony and balance in our mind, then we will also find it in our lives. In the same way that I just explained how our subconscious works is, if we create the peace, the harmony, the balance, if we create that belief system, then we will find it in the rest of our lives too. It's the way that our brain works. Your thoughts are like the seeds that you plant in your garden. Your beliefs are like the soil on which you plant these seeds, says Louise Hay. So the good news is this: you don't have to remain stuck in the belief system that you grew up with. You can trade in your old beliefs for a new set. And then your brain will go about its business as usual. It'll highlight from your environment all of the proof of your new beliefs. In order to even become aware of what your thoughts and beliefs are, though, you have to first become the observer of your thoughts, the witness to your thinking. And today's silent meditation is a helpful tool along this journey. It is only when we really become the witness to our thoughts, observing what our brain is thinking, observing how the subconscious pulls up things from the old recording and holds them as true. And it's only when we become this observer that we have the opportunity to go, well, is it really true? Is that the belief that I want to run my life? Or can I create a new belief? So if you're ready, let's slip away on today's silent meditation together. You can close your eyes, and here we go, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. A deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And as you release, let all of this go. As you exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. Your only job right now is to take your body by the hand and lead it to softness, with every exhale softer than the one before. Your job is not to try and control this brain's thinking. There's no way you're going to stop your brain from thinking thoughts. The intention is to take a step away from the thinking. Allow the thinking to happen while we take a step back and become better at being the observer of this thinking brain. Because it's only when we become the observer of this thinking brain that we realize what are the things that are unhelpful, and do I want to be controlled by those? It's very important that our thinking doesn't include judgment and criticism, or our observing of the thinking does not include judgment and criticism. This is just a brain doing what a brain does. But it gives us the opportunity to recognize, what new beliefs do I want to create? What new thoughts do I want to deliberately think? And if I spend enough time thinking new thoughts, if I spend enough time creating new beliefs, then they too become a part of the recording. These new thoughts and new beliefs then also become a part of what our subconscious thinks of, all on its own. There are a few more minutes left of this phase. Allow your brain to think thoughts. Take a step back and just observe. I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. Use the last minute or so of this phase to help your body stretch, adjust, and settle down. Stretch out your neck muscles, roll out your shoulder muscles, lean into your back muscles. Help this body become as comfortable as possible for the rest of our journey. Having softened our bodies into a space of presence, as much as we can at least, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. And as you feel into your body, allow softness to follow. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. Feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy. Followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, the reminder is you're not here to control the thoughts, but to slip in deeper and deeper, so that you feel yourself slip below the level of thinking. You find yourself in a place that is deeper than the thoughts. And from there, watching the thinking without judgment becomes easier. And when we are able to look at all of ourself with zero judgment, that is when we are in a better position to also choose the changes we want. Because while we are looking at ourselves with judgment, we're not seeing everything. Because we're trying to hide things from ourselves while we judge ourselves. We try and look at things, but we're also trying to look away at the same time. It's only when we are able to look at all of our self with zero judgment that we really become able to say, I want to think more of these thoughts. And I want to create a belief that is more empowering than this old one. Enjoy your journey. You don't have to hold your breath on every breath. You can take as many easy breaths in between as you need and slip deeper inside of you with every breath hold. Take your next big breath. take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, invite softness to settle into every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll share with you this thought from Louise Hay once again. Your thoughts are like the seeds you plant in your garden, and your beliefs are like the soil in which you plant these seeds. When we create peace and harmony and balance in our mind, then we will also find it in our lives. A different way of saying and reinforcing that when you create the new beliefs, when you create the new thoughts, and you bring them to your attention, these new beliefs, these new thoughts, you have a practice which brings them to your attention daily. And these new beliefs become part of that subconscious recording. And your brain's job will be to do what it always does, to find the proof around you of these new beliefs. And in this we have choice. We have agency. We can let our brain do what it does and continually show us the proof of the old and unhelpful beliefs. Or we can create the new beliefs. And our brain will just do what it does. It'll find the proof for the new beliefs. In Louise Hay's words once again, when we create peace and harmony and balance in our mind, then we will also find it in the world around us. We got just another minute or two of silence left. I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you. Thank you for this silent space. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for having learned what to do with silence. How to become the observer of what this body and mind produces. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning to see what is transient. What are all of the thoughts and feelings that move like the weather does? Kind of always in flux, always coming and also always going. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to recognize underneath all of this constant thinking and feeling, understanding what has permanence. That below all of this constant moving weather, there is a mountain. Thank you for getting to know the mountain. Thank you also for not expecting myself to never have weather, but learning to have a new relationship with the weather. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Hey, Michelle, good morning. Happy Sunday to you. Vic, a very good morning. Thank you for popping in. In a nutshell, the word meditation means to become familiar with. That's the meaning behind the word. And what is it that we become familiar with? We tend to first become familiar with the weather. That's what makes it hard to get into meditation, because it feels like we're just doing it wrong. There's always all of this thinking and feeling happening. All of this passing weather really catches our attention. But it takes time to learn, understand, feel, and get to believe what's below the weather. But there is a mountain. There is a solidity, there is a permanence there. And that is a lot more of the being that we are. So we become familiar with what is impermanent, and then we become familiar with what has permanence. And when we do that, it's like we've completely changed our view of ourselves. When you see yourself differently, that's a shift in belief. It's a shift in what you believe about yourself. And then it becomes just a bit easier to recognize the old, unhelpful, disempowering beliefs and go, actually, this old belief, no, I don't believe it anymore. Or at least I'm doing the work to believe it less. Have a beautiful Sunday. Have enough rest and also have some fun. Fun recharges the batteries even more than rest does. And then have a great week. If you have the time, Come and visit us tomorrow and we'll jump into the week together. Lots of love to you all. Have a beautiful day. Ciao, ciao.